Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with another Doflamingo game. We are going to start off with Perona searching the top 5, and one thing I've learned since having my conversation with Kick-Filet and just watching people play Dofi is I am undervaluing Teach in this situation. And so a lot of these searches and rearranging the top deck, you guys are gonna see that I am just not valuing Teach and Sengoku as much as I should. But we are gonna go ahead and talk about this game with Shanks. Turn 1, Perona to organize the top, and Shanks is gonna just pass it right back to us. I did try and speed the game up just to try and help with the flow of the game. Here would have been a good opportunity to bounce the law back to my hand, just to continually get cards in hand. Shanks is obviously not going to play pudding, and that would secure that they swing into my face, so I'm able to take some extra life, get more cards in hand, etc, etc. But yeah, so ironically, I've actually already commentated this video, but my cat sat on my spacebar, so I'm doing it again because it got all messed up. So shout out to Vi. If you're a Vi fan, put a cat emoji in the comment. But Lucky Root is going to come down the 5k swing. We are going to go ahead and take getting a red rock trigger to send Lucky Root to the bottom of the deck. Really great trigger for us. Very unfortunate for my opponent. And now we are able to just swing freely with Law. Of course, I do want to make it at least a 6k so they can't just leader ability out of it. But yeah, the question is, I want to play Teach here, or excuse me, I want to play Weevil here, but I just didn't. This would be a great opportunity to teach, play Teach, put Weevil up, but I definitely didn't do that. And as you guys can see, I've got Sengoku and Perona in my opening hand, and Buggy, and I am valuing I'm valuing Perona a lot more than I think I should be. I think that overall Sengoku is a more valuable card to be playing continually because it draws me a card, and Perona just searches the top. So 6 at lead is going to go through, and I think we are just going to swing pretty big at lead. Leader ability out the Mihawk. Don't think I knew what was up there at the moment. Potentially I did, but Mihawk is not something I really want to play on board if I can help it. But the 8k swing is going to get leader abilitied, making it a 7k and a 2 and a 1 coming down. Passing turn back to Shanks. It looks like they are at their 6th Dawn turn, I believe. Yes, 6th Dawn turn. I almost said 5 Dawn turn, but they played Lucky Root last turn, so they have to be at the 6th Dawn turn. And there is the Rush Luffy. That Rush Luffy, I feel like, has made the Shanks deck a lot better in this mid to I feel like they used to just try and survive to late game, and so decks like Purple Luffy were able to just rush them down. But now it's a little more difficult, and that's why we're working on Dofi. But counter out of the 6k swing with Luffy by trashing a Buggy, take the 6k swing from lead, getting another Sengoku, and there's our Teach. This is the opportunity to get the Teach Sengoku machine rolling, but will I? No, I won't. Maybe I will. Oh, I thought about it, but I think, yeah, gonna go ahead. It looks like I'm gonna play another Perona. It's not even one of my pretty Peronas. If it was, actually, it's an okay Perona. But if it was one of my box top Peronas, I would understand. But we're gonna go ahead, put the bounce law up top. And this, I think, depending on the bounce law's description, I think this here is a actual misplay or potentially illegal play. I don't know. I definitely need you guys to let me know, though. We're gonna go ahead and swing at 7 at Luffy. Leader ability, bounce law to bounce the 2k Mihawk back to my hand. I'm not gonna bounce. This was a little bit of a mistake at the time. I was planning to bounce that Luffy, but then I swung into that Luffy. Realistically, I think I should have also bounced Perona back to my hand. Worst case scenario, she's a counter. But we are going to go ahead and swing that 7 into Luffy, getting a 2k counter there. And thinking about what I want to do here, I could have played a Sengoku or something, but no, we are just going pure aggression. Law is being aggressive. I'm going to swing into Luffy. He is going to play the Divine Departure, and I do remind him that it says leaders only for the counter, which is something I wouldn't have known if I didn't mess it up during pre-release, so I don't blame my opponent for not knowing that. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and get Luffy off the field, which is better than bouncing him back to his hand, especially because he is a rush character. But definitely think I should have bounced not only Mihawk, I think I should have swung with Mihawk, maybe just swung 5 with Mihawk, and then because I obviously don't want to draw 2 trash 2 and mess up the top, so swing 5 with Mihawk, play out swing 7 with lead, play out bounce Law, bounce Mihawk and Piranha back to my hand. I think that would have been the best play. But you know, these are things I'm still trying to learn. But the chopper is gonna come down, the blocker chopper, pretty good here. And then 3 for the Sanji. Gonna go ahead and swing 5. I'll give him the Sengoku to counter out of it. As I said, I think undervaluing Sengoku and his usefulness in this deck definitely have been shown the light there after talking to Keg Filet. So looks like we're at our 9 Dawn turn, so there's definitely some potential for some really good shenanigans here. I'm finally gonna play Teach down though. That's great. Love that for me. We are going to go ahead, I think, use Teach ability, put the 2 Rested Dawn on Doflamingo, putting Teach up top. Going to go ahead and play, I believe I'm going to go ahead and play down the Jozu here. Yep, going to go ahead, play down the Jozu. Oh, thinking about it. Yep, Jozu is going to bounce the Piranha to my hand and bounce the Sanji back to their hand. Gonna swing 7 at leader ability to play Weevil to draw into another Teach. Gonna count my characters, making sure that I don't have too many characters on board. And now my opponent is at 3 life. Gonna go ahead, swing 5. See if I can get some counter out of hand. Yep, getting the Sanji out of hand, and then the blocker rested. Getting the Sanji out of hand is pretty good, but getting the blocker kind of stinks, but you gotta swing. You gotta at least try, you know. But we are sitting pretty good. 3 life on us, 3 life on our opponent. Looks like he is gonna tap 8, though, for a dragon. Thankfully not a Rayleigh. I think Rayleigh could have been very, very detrimental to my board state. I mean, I think a dragon is very detrimental to me still. That's a 9k swing, potentially another 9k swing coming at me if he decides to put the rest of Dawn on Shanks. Looks like he is gonna go ahead and swing 9, potentially at lead here. Nope, into the Weevil. Understandable. Everybody hates Weevil. I feel like whenever you play Weevil out sideways, he is the target. Gonna swing 7 at something, and we're gonna go ahead and 2k out of it. I think I could have 2k 1k'd with the Piranha, but as I mentioned, definitely. Especially because, wow, we just pulled it top deck to another Piranha. Definitely overvaluing Piranha in this match, I feel. Let me know what you guys think. And we have another Piranha in hand. Wow. So we're going to search the top 5. Seeing another bounce law. Seeing our 3rd bounce law. That's actually kind of crazy. Looks like we're going to put bounce law up top. I don't hate that play. Gets the bounce law on board, and we don't really need to teach ability. We don't have really anything we can put up top for Teach, which is why I think playing out Sengoku continually and bouncing Sengoku the way I've bounced Perona would be much more beneficial, because I would be bouncing, you know, I'd be bouncing a searcher that can, you know, gain me cards. But we're gonna go ahead and swing a 6, getting the blocker, swinging a 7 at lead, just trying to dwindle his hand size, trying to maybe get a couple more hits on life as well. Gonna get the leader ability there and a 2k for that 7. And it looks like we're gonna swing 7. Oh no, we're gonna swing pretty big at the, I think that's a 10 at the at Dragon, trying to get rid of him at this point. It's bounce the Teach, or excuse me, bounce Perona, and yeah, I don't think bouncing Teach would have been great here, so bouncing Perona for sure though. And then another 7 at lead, gonna get the Divine Departure at this moment and pass turn. Our board is looking pretty good. If they have 10 cost Shanks, I think we're still sitting in an okay spot. We do have the Red Rock. We've been holding on to this Red Rock for that 10 cost Shanks because I hate that 10 cost Shanks. I hate 10 cost Shanks so much. So much, but looks like he is going to go tap another 8, playing out another Dragon. Still, the Dragon's still pretty scary. I think a little less scary than the 8 cost Rayleigh or Shanks. We're going to swing 9 at lead, and we'll take getting a 2k, which is pretty nice here. We've had a lot of 1ks in hand, and I feel like blue decks have just a absurd amount of 2ks half the time, so looks like a 9k swing going at lead here. And I think it was 9. It should be a 9k, right? Because I think here he tells me, yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I think my math was correct. But yeah, a little mix up there with the counter. But I do counter out of that hit. I don't know if it would be better to have just taken the hit, but at this moment I'm feeling pretty confident to go for game. Although worst case scenario, I get hit with a trigger that can potentially cost me game. Looks like he has 1 card in hand, so we're gonna go ahead, swing 7. 1 card in hand, 3 life though, that's the scary part. Gonna go ahead and swing 7 there, see what we can get with 8 Dawn up. He's gonna go ahead and leader ability and 2k. We'll just poke 5 with the Law. Gonna go ahead and swing 6 with Teach. Gonna swing. See, I think I would have been okay swinging 7 with Jozu there, and then the rest on leader, because here he gets a trigger. It is the Bad Banner's Kick Course, gonna minus by 3, and that definitely scares me. I think I could have potentially just played out or put the Dawn on and swung. I think he has about 2 cards in hand. But yeah, I could have just put the 3 Dawn on and swung, but I think here I'm like, oh, I should get counter or something. I don't know. This is a little, I think this is a little bit of, oh, my game plan has been ruined. I'm panicking. But yeah, I think I could have at least just swung everything. And yeah, swung everything on lead and seen what happened. Worst case scenario, I get some cards out of hand. But we are gonna go ahead and pass turn, and this is a pretty scary moment for me. I'm trying to think about what he could have. I think if he has another like smaller rush bodies, I think I can be in some serious trouble. I do have a decent hand size here, which is pretty nice, but something like the rush Luffy that can swing for 7 or swing 6 and then give a rested Dawn somewhere else, or even another dragon would actually be really painful. And yeah, with that last trigger, I'm kind of like, oh man, I should have just Red Rock Dragon and played safe. Like, oh man, this is not good. But Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I felt really comfortable going for game, but that trigger, I always got to remember, Bad Manners Kick course, as well as Red Hawk. Red Hawk definitely losing me the game before here. So my opponent is going to swing pretty big here with Shanks at, I think, Jozu, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm torn between protecting Jozu and letting him go, but I decide to let him go, assuming he doesn't play any blocker. If he plays like a Lucky Brew, that might be difficult, but I think we still are in a decent spot to get around if he plays a Lucky Brew. So swinging pretty big with Dragon, I'll just go ahead and take that hit. We finally see a Boa. Boa would have been pretty nice here. One Dawn up, couple of cards in hand. I'm thinking it could at least be a Rad Beam. So if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and swing. I think I swing 10 here with Law just to try and get potentially the Rad Beam and something else out of hand. Kind of forgetting about leader ability for a second here. Leader ability, and he ends up having the counter to get out of it. So I will go ahead and swing 5, and that is game. So not the cleanest way to go for game here. I know my buddy Kyle tells me, or saying that I probably could have gone with what he had in his hand. I probably could have gone, I think, like 5, 6, 7, and then the rest on lead just to weed out what he had. And it looks like Roger was the next top deck, so we got really lucky at finishing the game out before one of the big bodies came out. But overall, I felt like that game went pretty well for me. I definitely see several misplays with the way I not only went for game, but the way I didn't really use, Teach, Sengoku, things like that. And yeah, overall though, I'm having a pretty good time on the deck. I think it is pretty fun overall. I really like blue in general, but after Doflamingo and before EBO1, I'm gonna play some random stuff, I think. So if you have any ideas on something you want to see, I'm thinking about Caesar Clown. Ever since I watched Omex build Caesar Clown, he's been in the back of my mind. Caesar Clown, just clowning around. I've also been thinking about green purple Dofi and black purple Luffy, basically because I'm a huge Artress fanboy as well as a huge Omex fanboy, so I just want to copy their decks. But that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.